Hey Twilight fans, so what do you guys think of Breaking Dawn Part 1? Well, last week, me and my friend watched it for the second time. We watched it for the second time, and I gotta say, I love this movie, Breaking Dawn. I loved all the stories, well, basically about the wedding, because I was looking forward on Edward and Bella getting married in that movie, and I don't choose any side if I'm whether on Team Edward or Team Jacob or Team Bella, because I just think I rather say I'm on Team Twilight instead, because Team Twilight means you don't have any sides, you choose the whole sides of Twilight and you don't choose but one. And I just think when I was watching the movie Breaking Dawn for the second time last week, I had to deal with people who are talking during the movie. It was basically near the ending of the movie, when Bella is already about to turn into a vampire. There's a lot of annoying people talking, they were just making rude noises, and there was no people saying be quiet or tell them to stay quiet, because it was already near the ending of the movie. There was just a lot of like people near on my corner, near the front. There was basically teenagers making a lot of noises, they weren't really into this movie. I'm like, come on, just shut up and stay quiet, because it was near the ending when Bella's a vampire. It's quiet, right? If people knew about that when they watch it, you can tell. And there was immature people that were watching it. So basically, we just ignored it, and me and my friend just ignored it, and oh well, doesn't matter if those teenagers are not fans of Twilight, because they really don't care. And basically, for Breaking Dawn, I give it a great movie, an A plus. I basically love everything about Breaking Dawn, and I can't believe we gotta wait until November 2012 for them to release Breaking Dawn, because it's they should postpone it, change the date, and I'm thinking maybe make it push the date to I think maybe let's say November 2012, because that's when Eclipse came out from last year after New Moon was released in November, because they released Eclipse right away in that year. So I'm just thinking they should push it, but I think maybe I think November 2012 will be fast for us to wait for Breaking Dawn Part 2. And also, what do you fans think about Breaking Dawn? Do you guys think they should push it to another, earlier date, or maybe just stick to November 2012? I know it'll be a long wait, but I'm thinking it's gonna be fast though, because once after Eclipse came out last year, we had to wait for this year, 2011, for Breaking Dawn Part 1, and then look what happened, it went by fast. So I think it's just gonna be like Harry Potter. When Harry Potter was released for Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2, it went by fast, and then they released the DVDs right away. And also, I think we already know, probably if all the Twilight fans know, that they said on February 11, 2012, they said Breaking Dawn will be released on DVD February 11, 2012, and I can't wait for that. I hope that's true. I hope that's going to be the official release date, but I heard in January that they're going to make an announcement, so I can't wait for that to buy it on DVD so I can add that to my collection. And I just think they should add more special features in that one. Probably maybe an uncut scenes from Bella and Edward, maybe when their honeymoon scene, the love scene. I hope maybe they can put more to that was not put in the film. Probably they can put that as a deleted scene or more special features. And I think, did anyone think Breaking Dawn was good? Did they enjoy the ending? I think I like the ending, because we find out Bella's already a vampire, and we just gotta wait until what's gonna happen in Part 2. But my predictions in Part 2, I think probably remember the Volturi? I think, what's his name? Aro? A-R-O? The guy who plays, what's his real name? He said something in the end of the movie of Breaking Dawn from Part 1. He said that he has something that he wants, so I'm thinking probably maybe Aro will go after Bella's baby, Renesmee, whatever her name was, what Edward and Jacob named. no, Edward and Bella name, because it was supposed to be EJ, short for Edward and Jacob if it was a boy. But they said, I'm predicting that Ara will probably go after Bella's baby. And I'm thinking maybe that's gonna be the final battle between the Volturi and the Cullens. But I just hope probably if the Wolfpack, they can help the Cullens in part 2, because I hope we can still see more of the Wolfpack helping the Cullens, because if the Volturi will go after the Cullens and they'll try to kill probably Bella or go after Bella's baby girl, I hope the Wolfpack can help the Cullens take down the Volturi, just like what they did in Eclipse when the Wolfpack helped the Cullens. They fight the vampires off. So I just hope it'll be a good one in Breaking Dawn Part 2. And also I bought a Breaking Dawn shirt in Hot Topic. I bought it I think yesterday or the other day. It was extra large. Here we go. This is the official t-shirt of Breaking Dawn. I'm planning to get also the sweatshirt with the hooded jacket if it's still there in Hot Topic, and also extra large. Also, I hope by next year maybe they can release more merchandise, maybe for the movie companion book, the soundtrack, and another shirts from Breaking Dawn Part 2. And here's the soundtrack. I got the soundtrack, guys. Breaking Dawn Part 2. Actually, Part 1, not Part 2. Still gotta wait for Part 2 next year. I just hope maybe they'll still release a soundtrack. They'll also release more merchandise of the shirts of Breaking Dawn for Part 2, and also probably the movie companion. So I'm just thinking it'll be good next year for Breaking Dawn for November 2012. I think it'll be a long wait, but I'm still thinking it's gonna go by fast. So I just wanted to say to all you Twilight fans, Happy New Year for 2012. Hope we can really get the DVD by February so we can watch the DVD while we're waiting for Breaking Dawn Part 2. And just let me know what you guys think about Breaking Dawn. Like, did you guys like the movie? Did you enjoy it? And like, what do you guys think will predict in Part 2? Because if you guys read the book, from what's gonna happen from the movie, probably you guys already know what's gonna happen from the book. So if you guys read the books or haven't, maybe just hit me a comment and tell me what you guys think, or what you guys predict that what will happen in Breaking Dawn Part 2. I know there's no predictions for Part 2 because we already know if you read the books that's what's gonna happen in the movie of Part 2 of next year. But of course they're gonna cut some scenes from there and not put the whole thing from the book. So just let me know what you think about Breaking Dawn, and if you guys liked it, then just post what you guys think about the movie, and if you guys enjoyed the wedding, just hit me a comment, and also just be patient for Breaking Dawn Part 2, because I know it's gonna be a long wait for Part 2. I know it'll definitely go by fast, because just like my friend said, he said he's thinking Part 2 it'll go fast by next year. So all you Twilight fans, just be patient. I know it's gonna be a long wait for Part 2. I know I'm dying to know what's gonna happen in Part 2, but just have faith that Breaking Dawn will be fast in November 2012. Like, just don't think about it. Just like have a countdown, and also just keep, once the DVD releases for Breaking Dawn Part 1, just keep watching it until you watch Part 2 in theaters. So just want to say my thoughts and predictions for Breaking Dawn. So I just wanted to make this video for all the Twilight fans out there, and just wanted to make a vlog. So laters, and Happy New Year, all you Twilight fans.